All right, well, we are at another project, and this one's going to be fun. Just got here. Basically, to start, what we're doing is we have to do about 10 feet on each side of the driveway, clean it out, get it ready. This was semi-cleared. Sorry about that. Semi-cleared, and now they're putting in the house, and before they do that, they want to get the rest of the property cleared out and set up. So along this driveway, we're doing about 10 feet in, clean it all up on each side. And then at the top, we're doing a clearing slash thinning out, where we're going to leave a lot of the hardwood, a lot of maple, and I think there's an apple tree or something there too. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun project. It's fall. We're mid to, well, I guess late September. By the time you guys see this, it'll probably be I don't know, closer to Christmas or something. It'll be a while before this video gets out, but anyways, so we are clearing a whole section behind here, and basically the guy was really awesome. He marked everything out, so you can see the orange line here, basically all the way in and around. So I think today what we'll do, just to get started and start cleaning up and clearing an area that we can put all the brush and everything like that. I'm gonna start up here first, and at least that way we can get a whole pad set up. So basically all the softwood, the birch, poplar, everything, it's all coming out. And basically we're gonna go into here, all the way into the back here. I see he's got a line here, so basically we're going to here, cleaning out the entire area, give or take. Anyways, it's gonna be fun. Weather's supposed to be nice all week this week, so it's gonna add to the project, which is amazing. I like hot weather, so I'm a little crazy. Everybody tells me I'm crazy, but we only got a few more days of this left, and sure enough, the cold will start coming around here. So anyways, we're gonna get the excavator started, get you on a tripod, get up here, and get the day going. So here we go. Alright, so excavator's warmed up, we got everything set up, greased up, ready to go. So I'm gonna leave you guys in the tripod, I'm gonna stick you off in the corner, and we're gonna start this section first here. work our way around, and then that way when we're finished this, then we can actually start working our way down the driveway and then working our way back up. So gonna be a few days here, but should be interesting, should be fun. Of course, we got these huge, I don't know if you guys can tell from here or not, but these are huge poplar trees, so we're gonna have fun with those too. But anyways, let's get started. It is warm already, loving it. So here we go. Alright, so the plan of action here was we wanted to try and weed out some of the nicer maple trees. What I wanted to do as well is there's actually an old house that burnt down here as well. It wasn't on a foundation, it was more like a cabin. Anyways, I've been battling with that as well. We cleaned up most of the brush that we pulled out. I've made sure to thin everything out so that way these bigger trees, we're going to push them down, but the customer wants to try and save as much as he can. I'll cut them in 10-foot sections because he's going to use it for firewood. So I've kind of saved all the big trees for last in this section here. So basically I've kind of followed the line. There's still a little bit over there that needs to be done. We're at our boundary there, and eventually we'll start working our way this way. But right now what I'm going to do is knock all the bigger trees down and then grab a bite to eat, and when I come back we'll buck them up into 10-foot pieces and get them stacked, I would say over there probably for them. And then we'll just kind of clean this area up, and this section is pretty much done. So here we go. Alright, so the GoPro died a while ago. I've been just pushing away. Trish came by for a visit. I tell you, like I said, we're mid to late September. We're just over that hump of being halfway through the month, and Michaela is back in school, so I do not have my drone operator and all that stuff anymore. So I'm like the one-person band trying to work and keep the cameras going for you guys and everything else. So apologize for not as much drone work, but we're working on it anyways. So we've gotten pretty far. A few more trees need to be cut here. I'm actually working the perimeter right now and just trying to complete the entire edge. My goal before we leave tonight is to have this section completed 100% if I can. Knock down the rest of the big trees. I'm just coming, like I said, come along the perimeter right now and just weeding it out right now and trying to find all the big trees that need to be pushed down and cut up. And hopefully we can rake it a little bit with the shovel and try and get as much as we can of the roots and crap and everything. There's still stuff here, remnants of the old cabin that was here. There's an old wood stove that's over there too from it. Found tons of cement blocks. Been pulling those out as well. So there's a little bit of debris that we're working with as well, but 90% of the brush is already tucked away in the bush there, so we're kind of ahead of the game when it comes to this section, which is good. So I'm trying to keep it even a little more organized so that way we can kind of motor through this faster. So I'm going to put you guys back on the tripod and yeah, just keep going here and see what we can get done. So here we go. All right, so we are day 2, and got a lot done last night. I ended up staying later than I thought, and we accomplished quite a bit. So I wanted to get the entire section done, but we got the majority done. Still got these 3 trees that have to come down here, 4 trees. So, but first, before we do that, I knocked down all the other big trees that are there. So we gotta buck them up into 10-foot sections and get them stacked and get it cleaned up. Then the next plan would be to get these knocked down, cut them up, and then we're going to take this hill out here and blend it in going down here. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue and work on the driveway first or work my way around this way and get what has to get done there. There's quite a bit. I was just looking at it, and a lot of big poplars too, which might take some time. So we might continue down here instead, start working this area, get it done, spend some time there. Driveway isn't too bad. If he comes back this weekend and wants to work on the house, I'd rather have this section cleaned up first. So I think that's the plan. That's me. And yeah, we're gonna kind of go with the flow, see what flows the easiest. So it's looking good. There's a old wood stove that's here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There was a bunch of debris and everything from the cabin that had burnt down. So we got a little bit of cleanup to do as well, and a little bit of grading. Try and get this so you can see some of the burnt pieces there. I know there's some underground plumbing that goes over to here too. I found not a big deal. We can tear it out, but hopefully everything goes nice and smooth. So yeah, so we'll put you on the tripod and we'll get started. So we have everything cleared up from here on this side. And what I did was we scraped the top, take all the debris off. This is just an initial thing. We got all those cement blocks and everything. We got rid of the majority of the debris from the old cabin that burnt down. One of the things that I had to be careful of cutting was making sure and watching out for nails, because there was a bunch of them sticking up. I kept finding them. And my boots, well, they're supposed to be puncture proof, but I wasn't going to test them out. So anyways, so now we've got these trees here that we have to knock down. It is leaning this way, but I can't get the excavator behind it because of the steepness of the slope that's here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean out around it, and then I'm going to actually cut this tree down and let it fall, and then we'll work at pulling the roots out, because this whole section here has to be dug out and brought down more to grade. We're going to push all that stuff down towards the driveway, and then just do a quick grade on this here, rough grade, and kind of get it a little more shaped and sloped properly for them. And then we're going to move on to this section here and spend the afternoon thinning everything out, all the small stuff out first, so we can get a better idea of what we have for big stuff to remove, like all these birch trees here. So if I can get all the debris, all the stuff that could potentially be in the way out of the way, then it makes it safer to knock the trees down. So that's the plan. Anyways, so I just had a quick bite to eat, and was trying to figure out the best plan of action for today to attack. And I think that's the best way. Driveway, once this stuff is done, we can work on, again, like I said this morning, if he comes back and we're not done yet, at least if this section is done, then I know that he can actually go back to work and do what he needs to do. I'm out of his way, and I can focus on the driveway. So anyways, we're going to get first to clearing all the stuff around it and get all the debris out of the way, all the trip hazards and everything like that. There is a bunch more wood and debris from the cabin that burnt down, so I definitely have to get that out of there because I don't want to step on a nail. And then we'll get this guy down. So here we go. right, so strange turn of events, but I think I'm gonna try and push it. So I'm gonna push it this way. So I'm gonna move you guys over here. But as I pushed that semi-rotten one, which I needed to get out of the way because you guys probably saw the pieces coming off of it, I noticed this one moved. So if it moved, we'll probably be able to get away with pushing it. So let's give it a try. Well, that actually went down a little easier than I expected. So we lucked out because we used the tree as leverage to be able to pull out the root. It's going to make my job 10 times easier to get rid of this root. So I'm going to put you guys on hold for now, and I'm going to cut this stuff up, get it cleaned up here, and then I'll come back with us cleaning this area up here. So we'll be right back.